So I thought we might do something a little bit different today and take another look at the Ruger Wrangler 22 long rifle single action revolver. Now I did a short review on this a while back, and there were a couple of comments that I want to read to you. So viewer comments: my first impression of the Ruger Wrangler was positive. It wasn't until I actually took it to the range and found out that there is no accuracy with this gun at all. I have a Ruger single 6, which is a great shooter. I am surprised Ruger would put out an inferior gun like this and tarnish their reputation of producing fine firearms like the Black Hawk and single 6. And a little further down, someone says it's a $150 revolver, bud. The nice ones are $800 plus. You get what you pay for. Now, for all I know, these comments could be right. They could be accurate, because I've never done an accuracy test on this. And I sort of promised that I would do one. Now, as a disclaimer, this is not my go-to defensive carry gun. It's just a backyard plinker to me. So consequently, I have not cleaned it the way I should. And I have a little anecdote about that, as Paul Harrell would say. So a couple weeks back, I went to take this plinking, and I could barely get the rounds inside the cylinder there. It got to the point where I had to take a flat head screwdriver and practically force them in. And I thought, you know, maybe I should probably clean this thing, right? So I took a bore brush to it. I sprayed the cylinder down with some brake free and the barrel. And I had a hard time just getting the bore brush in there. In fact, take a look. Take a look at what I worked out of the barrel. That is some major lead buildup. So like I said, this really isn't like a go-to major weapon for me. It's just, like I said, a plinker, backyard plinker. But still, it's amazing how once I cleaned the gun, the rounds went in really, really easily after cleaning it. Sort of goes without saying, just one of those things. You take it out every once in a while and you plink with it, and you just kind of put it back in the gun safe and forget about it. But so for all I know, these comments could be accurate. I mean, because I've never done an accuracy test. I've only plinked steel with this. So we'll go ahead and, like I promised on the comments there, I would do an accuracy test. So let's head out and see how good of a group we can get. Okay, so I'm going to be using CCI standard velocity, 22 long rifle, 40 grain, lead round nose. You'll have to excuse my crazy looking target there. It's taken a few rounds over the years. So the gun did not clamp down the way I had anticipated. So basically this is just a shooting rest, because the ejector rod kind of makes it twist in there. Couldn't really get it torqued down, so just a shooting rest basically. Okay, we'll just fire all 6, see what kind of group we get. Okay, so I was holding on the bullseye. Looks like the point of impact was a little bit low and to the left. So that's interesting. Maybe we'll cover up that shot group and try another one. Okay, so I got rid of the block I was using to prop up against and repositioned my stand here a little bit. See if we can't get a little better group here. Well, wow, our point of impact is still quite a bit low and to the left, and the group really not that good at all for 7 yards. Just for curiosity, Why don't I do an offhand round? Point of impact still low, but not to the left anymore. So makes you wonder if I was holding it a weird way in the grip there. But still, that's still not a great group for 7 yards. Okay, so the verdict is in. Is this a highly accurate gun? Well, no. It is pretty much how I was treating it, and that is a backyard plinking pea shooter, basically. I know some people like to say that these are good for self-defense, and that's a subject for probably another video, but nah, I mean, give me at least a 9mm, something that, I mean, is this really going to cover all your bases? I mean, if you have a home invasion, you have somebody who is inexperienced and maybe they're drunk, and maybe this will work in a case like that. But what if you got 4 guys who are all on meth? And remember, you only got 6 shots with this single action. You never know what might happen these days in any type of scenario. I still, even though it's not a very, obviously not a super accurate, gun, it's still enjoyable to plink with, plink and steel, no problem with that. I mean, you could probably plink 10-inch, gongs all day and you'd never know that it's really not that accurate. So there you go, there you have it. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Keep on plinking.